This is WYAR 88.3 FM, the voice of the Heritage Radio Society. WYAR is an independent, non-commercial, educational radio station with programming that encompasses all the best music from primarily the first 60 years of the 20th century. I'm Kent, and you're listening to Theme Street, a show all about the word on the street. And the word on the street today, big.
8 o'clock, Sunday night, there's a man comes around and he makes things right. Everybody's feeling gay when they hear this fella say,
"It's a really big show tonight. A really big show tonight.
We got 16 tons of atomic ore. We got next year's Army, Navy score, and the first 4 battles of the Civil War.
It's a really big show tonight.
It's a really big show tonight.
Shoe, not show.
It's a really big show tonight.
Now you've got it. We've got a spaceship blasting off for you, and an in-person visit from the entire Bronx Zoo.
And the guy who invented Asiatic flu.
It's a really, really big one tonight.
Don't you love to hear him say,
Here's Ben Hogan. Ben, hit one into the audience.
he can take your blues away. That familiar phrase has become a craze.
It's a really big show tonight. Yes, sirree, we've got a beauty for you tonight.
We got Noah's Ark from the far-off past. We're gonna reproduce an atomic blast. We got World War II with the original cast.
He's got a really, really, really big one tonight.
Don't you love to hear him say,
There's some Mama warriors out there. Hello, fellas.
he can take your blues away. That familiar phrase has become a craze.
It's a really big show tonight. Yes, sir, we've really got a spectacle for you this time.
We'll take a TV trip to the moon and stars. First a hop to Venus, then a jump to Mars.
Next week, Jupiter will be ours. On this shoe, we really get around, don't we?
It's a really big show,
Shoe, not show.
and we're all gonna go.
Goo, not go.
Well, shoe or show or goo or go. We really, really, really got a big one tonight.
The Kirby Stone 4. It's a really big show tonight from 1958 with Ed Sullivan himself taking an active role as Stone poked good-natured fun at the host of the highly rated Sunday evening variety program which aired on CBS for more than 2 decades. This is WYAR 88.3 FM, and you're listening to Theme Street, the show all about the word on the street. And the word on the street today, big.
Wears a wig to keep sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountains. So come with me, we'll go and see the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes, and you sleep out every night. Where the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings. In the big rock candy mountains, in the big rock candy mountains, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall, the wind don't blow, in the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, you never change your socks, and the little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks. The brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and of whiskey, too. You can paddle all around 'em in a big canoe, in the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, the jails are made of tin, and you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. There ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, or picks. I'm a-going to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the Turk that invented work, in the big rock candy mountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the big rock candy mountains.
Me and my childhood sweetheart have come to the parting of the ways. He still treats me like he did in our baby days. I'm a little bit older and a little bit bolder since both of us were 3. I'm a little more padded. Something new has been added. He ought to take one good look at me. I'm a big girl now. I want to be daring like a big girl now. When Daddy tells those certain jokes, it isn't fair. He tells me I'm too young and makes me take the air. But I could tell a couple that would curl his hair. I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl now. I want to be handled like a big girl now. I'm tired of being babied like a kid of 3. I'm tired of having chaperones to follow me. I want to have some secrets in my diary. I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl now. I want to be cuddled like a big girl now. I'm through with going to movies with my Uncle Tim. Through with going to picnics with my old Aunt Min. I want to go to Mexico with, you know him. I'm a big girl now. I'm a big girl now. I want to be wanted like a big girl now. I'm tired of staying home each evening after dark. Tired of being dynamite without a spark. I want to learn what fellows do in Central Park. I'm a big girl now.
Big Mama, Big Mama. Why did you go away and leave me and Big Mama? You left me for another, you left me alone and so blue. Please come back, hey Jack, come on back. Make me happy and live with me and Big Mama. Qu'il est soirée que la même mos connais-tu mon chéri? Hey, ha, ha, oh, mia, oh, mi mos connais-tu mi di bazar. You left me for another, you left me alone and so blue. Please come back, hey Jack, come on back. Make me happy and live with me and Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama.
Big Mamu from 1953. The song was written by Link Davis and first released in February 1953 as a Cajun fiddle tune partially sung in French. Lots of artists covered it over the years, including 6 other recordings from 53 by Smiley Lewis, Ella Mae Morse, and the one we heard by Pete Handley. Before that, I'm a Big Girl Now, a novelty song written by Al Hoffman, Milton Drake, and Jerry Livingston. It was recorded in 1946 by Sammy Kaye with vocals by Betty Barclay. Released as a single by Victor Records, Kaye's recording was a commercial success, topping the Billboard's best-selling popular retail records chart. According to Drake, I'm a Big Girl Now was written at the request of Kaye, who had recently recruited Barclay to sing in his band and desired a special song for her to perform at an upcoming event. We heard Big Rock Candy Mountain. This was the first recording by Harry McClintock in 1926. McClintock claimed to have written the song in 1895 based on tales from his youth hoboing through the U.S., but some believe that at least aspects of the song have existed for far longer. The song was not popularized until 1939, when it peaked at number 1 on Billboard magazine's country music charts, but it achieved more widespread popularity in 1949, when a sanitized version intended for children was re-recorded by Burl Ives. And we started off that set with Erskine Hawkins and his orchestra with Ida James on vocal, Big Wig in the Wigwam from 1939. Trumpeter and band leader Erskine Hawkins was from Birmingham, Alabama. He's most remembered for composing the jazz standard Tuxedo Junction with saxophonist and arranger Bill Johnson. Hawkins attended Industrial High School, known now as Parker High School, in Birmingham. At Industrial High, he played in the band directed by local legend Fess Watley, a teacher who trained numerous African-American musicians, many of whom populated the bands of famed band leaders such as Duke Ellington, Lucky Millender, who we may hear later in the show, and Louis Armstrong. Fess Watley's pupil, the great Erskine Hawkins. This is WYAR 88.3 FM, and you're listening to Theme Street, the show all about the word on the street. And the word on the street today, big.
Someone ought to open up her eyes. She's mistaken, and I don't mean maybe. And poor Mama's gonna get a big surprise. Junior's a big boy now. He's a sight. He's dynamite. He's traded in his cowboy boots and all his jumping beats for pin-up girls in bathing suits and French art magazines. Junior's a big boy now. What a brute. Ain't he cute? He's heard that girls are here to stay. He's learned some brand new games to play. Junior's a big boy now. Junior's a big boy now, lean and tall, really on the ball. He's even gone and changed his favorite television star. Instead of watching Western shows, he goggles at Dagmar. Junior's a big boy now. Ain't he sweet? A dream on feet. I know that he's a man, all right, 'cause I
Big leg woman now, where have you been? I ain't had no loving now since God knows when. Oh, big leg woman, tell me where have you been? I ain't had no loving, yes, since God knows when. Big leg woman now, put on your negligee. I want to find out what you got that's getting me. Ah, big leg woman, please put on your negligee. I just want to find out what you got that's killing me. All my life, big leg women's all I crave. I believe to my soul, they're gonna carry me to my grave. All my life, big leg women's all I crave. I believe to my soul, they're gonna carry me to my grave. When I was a kid, going to school, was a big leg woman made me break mama's rules. Or when I was a kid, going to these public schools, it was a big leg teacher made me break my mama's rules. You got a big leg woman, boys, pin her to your side. She holds up a thumb now, I'm bound to let her ride. If you got a big leg woman, please pin her to your side. Now she holds up a thumb, I'm bound to let her ride.
I met a man the other day. He was dressed in a very strange way, with a great big hat with a big black brim. With a great big hat with a big black brim. And that's not all. And that's not all. Cause around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Now I met a man the other day, and he was dressed in a very strange way, with a great big hat with a big black brim. With a great big hat with a big black brim. And a black striped band. And a black striped band. And that's not all. And that's not all. Around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Now I met a man the other day. He was dressed in a very strange way, with a great big hat with a big black brim. With a great big hat with a big black brim. And a black striped band. And a black striped band. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And that's not all. And that's not all. Around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. With a big black hat with a big black brim. With a big black hat with a big black brim. And a black striped band. And a black striped band. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a false moustache. And a false moustache. And that's not all. And that's not all. Cause around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Now I met a man the other day. He was dressed in a very strange way, with a great big hat with a big black brim. With a great big hat with a big black brim. And a black striped band. And a black striped band. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a false moustache. And a false moustache. And a pale pink sunshade held up high. And a pale pink sunshade held up high. And that's not all. And that's not all. Cause around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Now if I meet him again today, and he dips his hat or he asks away, I'm gonna run, boy, fast as I can, cause I wanna get away from the funny old man with the big black hat with the big black brim. With a big black hat with a big black brim. And a black striped band. And a black striped band. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a pair of dark glasses on his nose. And a false moustache. And a false moustache. And a pale pink sunshade held up high. And a pale pink sunshade held up high. And that's not all. And that's not all. Around his ankle was a big black chain, and dragging on the chain was a big black ball. Dragging on the chain was a big black ball.
Rolf Harris, Big Black Hat from 1963. This is the flip side of Harris's great tune, Tie Me Kangaroo Down, Sport. Before that, Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee, Big-Legged Woman from 1947. Brownie McGhee was a folk and Piedmont blues singer and guitarist, best known for his collaborations with the harmonica player Sonny Terry. At age 22, McGhee became a traveling musician, working in the Rabbit Foot Minstrels and befriending Blind Boy Fuller, whose guitar playing influenced him greatly. That's also how he met Sonny Terry. Terry was Blind Boy Fuller's harmonica player. The pairing was an overnight success and did most of their work from 1958 until 1980, spending 11 months each year touring and recording dozens of albums. We heard Junior's a Big Boy Now from 1951 by Sue Thompson, best known for the million-selling hits Sad Movies Make Me Cry and Norman, both from the early 60s, along with her 1965 hit Paper Tiger. We played Sue Thompson's song Red Hot Henrietta Brown on a past episode of the show where the word on the street was hot. To listen to that and other past episodes of the show, just search online using the hashtag themestreetwyar. And we started off that set with Bob Crosby's Bobcats, The Big Noise from Winnetka from 1939, a remarkable recording for its unusual duet featuring Bob Haggart on string bass and whistling and Ray Boddock on drums. We heard the original version, but many other arrangements have been performed, including one by the Bob Crosby Big Band. After the success of the initial recording, Haggart and Boddock performed the song frequently for the rest of their careers, including in several films. This is WYAR 88.3 FM, and you're listening to Theme Street, the show all about the word on the street. And the word on the street today? Big.
Can you hear me?
What you talking about?
Can you hear me?
What you talking about?
Can you hear me?
What you talking about?
How big can you get, little man, before you blow your top? How big do you dig, little man? How big, how big, how big? How high can you fly, little man, before your head goes pop? How big can you stretch your wig? How big, how big, how big? There's gotta be a top and bottom. You've got to know where you're at, 'cause you're living in the groove that's got 'em. But remember, you're up to bat. How big can you get, little man, before you blow your top? How big do you dig, little man? How big, how big, how big? How big can you get, little man, before you blow your top? How big do you dig, little man? How big? How big? How big can you get, little man?
might buy a great big car. I'm gonna do everything I could. Me big Jeep, I'm feeling good. Me big Jeep, I got 'em tried. Got my boy right by my side. My black boy, he just went by. My spy boy, he's full of fire. Me whole tribe is having fun. We gonna dance the morning sun.
Big man, I can see you coming. Big man in your Cadillac. I knew you when you lived in the country, standing by the railroad track, standing by the railroad track. Big man, you can take your riches. What goes up can surely fall. Rather have love and wear patch breeches. Big man than to have it all. Big man than to have it all. Comes down, the crop wash thunder. You want the mortgage on the house. When I can't pay, you cry like thunder. Big man is too wet to plow. Big man is too wet to plow. Big man, you can take your riches. What goes up can surely fall. Rather have love and wear patch breeches. Big man than to have it all. Big man than to have it all. I got more than you can show. Woman's love and 50 acres. Rich enough for a poor man's soul. Rich enough for a poor man's soul. Big man, you can take your riches. What goes up can surely fall. Rather have love and wear patch breeches. Big man than to have it all. 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 Big man than to have it all.
Been in every bar, been in every honky-tonk, been trying to find my daddy with that broke-down piece of junk. Ask everyone to help me, cried help me if you can. You'll know my daddy, he's that trombone-playing man. Where is my daddy? Tell me where's my daddy? With that big long sliding thing. I even asked a man that played a steel guitar. He said that you don't need him to be moved 8 to the bar. He brought his amplifier and he hitched it in my plug. He planked it and he plunked it, but it just wasn't good enough. 'Cause I need my daddy with that big long sliding thing. Well, then a knock came at my door. I said, my daddy's back. I opened up the door and there stood Piano Jack. He said, I came to do some tinkling. on your piano keys. I said, don't make me nervous. This ain't no time to tease. Just send me my daddy. Send me my daddy with that big long sliding thing. Well, the first time he played, I asked him how it was done. He said, I blow through here, then I work my fingers and my thumb. I slide it right out, then I slide it back again, and I get a lot of wind, and then I slide it back again. Where is my daddy? With that big long sliding thing. Oh, yeah!
Woo! Dinah Washington. Big Long Sliding Thing from 1954. A tune written by Eddie Kirkland and Mamie Thomas, sung by Washington and arranged by Quincy Jones. Released as a single on Mercury Records, it was the first collaboration between Washington and Quincy Jones. It's been covered by a number of different artists and has been rated as one of the best double entendre songs of all time. Before that, Ken Clark, Big Man from 1960, one of the great bluegrass boppers from Starday Records, a record label producing traditional country music during the 50s and 60s, releasing music from stars like Willie Nelson, Dottie West, the Big Bopper, Minnie Pearl, and most notable for releasing the first recordings of The Possum, George Jones. We heard from Professor Longhair, Big Chief number 2 from 1964. Big Chief was originally composed by Earl King in the early 60s. The tune became popular in New Orleans and refers to Mardi Gras Indian groups, an important part of the African American Mardi Gras tradition. According to tradition, the African Americans in New Orleans first formed these groups as a tribute to the Native American tribes in the area who took in runaway slaves in the pre-Civil War era. Mardi Gras Indians wear elaborate handmade costumes which feature massive feather headdresses and intricate beadwork. And as alluded to earlier in the show, we started off that set with Lucky Millinder and his orchestra with Ernestine Allen on vocal. How Big Can You Get, Little Man from 1949. Although he couldn't read or write music, did not play an instrument, and rarely sang, Lucky Millinder's showmanship and musical taste made his bands very successful. His group gave work to a number of musicians who later became influential at the dawn of the rock and roll era, including Red Allen, Charlie Shavers, Sweets Edison, Bull Moose Jackson, and singers Wynonie Harris and Ruth Brown. You're listening to WYAR 88.3 FM, the voice of the Heritage Radio Society. WYAR is only on the air thanks to contributions from listeners like you. If you'd like to keep hearing commercial-free radio, playing songs you love, and introducing you to new ones, please consider supporting WYAR. You can connect with us at our website at wyar.org or through the good old postal service at P.O. Box 414, Yarmouth, Maine 04096. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm Kent, and this is Theme Street, the show all about the word on the street. And the word on the street today, big.
Seems a terrible waste, but you're the best that I could do. I was a dutiful daughter, I was an innocent lamb. You led me on to the slaughter, and now I'm just a ham. What are you doing to me? You'll be the ruin of me. I care for you in a great big way. I'm like a leaping gazelle today. I knew the minute I met you that I'd get a load of romance. I'd stop at nothing to get you if there's a possible chance. I'd give a year of my life to hear you say I care for you in a great big way. You'll be the ruin of me. I care for you in a great big way. You smiled at me and I felt it's wild, it's silly, it's swell. I'm like a leaping gazelle today. Oh, I knew the minute I met you I'd get a load of romance. I'd stop at nothing to get you. Is there a possible chance? I'd give a year of my life to hear you say I care for you in a great big way. That's all.
Happiness I can stand. Boss 9 acre and a woman, king of the island, one big man, big man. Got plenty mango, smoke cigar. Got plenty happy juice in the jar. Got plenty fishes in big sea. Got pretty woman dance for me. Big man, big man, got all the happiness I can stand. Boss 9 acre and a woman, king of the island, one big man. Got $7 hidden ground, fortune protected by lazy hound. Got me a guitar, plays so sweet, 2 pair shoes for 1 pair feet. Big man, got all the happiness I can stand. Boss 9 acre and a woman, king of the island, one big man. A castle, 2-room big. Got fighting rooster and 14 pig. Got plenty sunshine, warm my face. Got plenty baby around the place. Big man, got all the happiness I can stand. Boss 9 acre and a woman, king of the island, one big man. Big man, got all the happiness I can stand. Boss 9 acre and a woman, king of the island, one big man. King of the island, one big man.
There's a big tree on the other side of town, where together we used to be found. Was there we last met the time I can't forget, 'neath the big tree on the other side of town. At this tree many hearts have been gay. Many lovers meet there, I've heard say. I guess that it's true, for there I met you. But I'm all alone without your love today. There's a big tree on the other side of town. There together we used to be found. Though you've gone away, I miss your love today. It's a big tree on the other side of town. Just old memory of the day you said you'd marry me. I lived for only you, but now I'm so blue. Yeah, I'm all alone beneath the big tree. There's a big tree on the other side of town, where together we used to be found. And now that you've gone, I'll always be alone beneath the big tree on the other side of town.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Big Girls Don't Cry, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard 100 in 1962, and was later featured on the soundtrack to the 1987 film Dirty Dancing. Before that, Gene Ufield and his western-clad combo, The Big Tree, from 1963, recorded on Lanier Records, a little label out of Toccoa, Georgia, about 90 miles northeast of Atlanta, where the Cherokee Indians were the original indigenous inhabitants for more than 1,000 years. We heard Big Man by Billy Strange from 1957. Billy Strange recorded with Elvis, Nat King Cole, Chubby Checker, and many others, and arranged Nancy Sinatra's #1 hit, These Boots Are Made for Walking. And we started off that set with Annette Hanshaw in a Great Big Way from 1929, written by Dorothy Fields and Jenny McHugh from the musical Hello, Daddy. Annette Hanshaw was one of the most popular radio stars in the 1930s. In her 10-year recording career, she recorded about 250 sides, with over 4 million being sold by 1934. In 1934, a poll was conducted by Radio Stars magazine. She received the title of Best Female Popular Singer, with Bing Crosby being voted as Best Male Popular Singer. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this really big shoe, but we only have time for one more. This is one of my favorite tunes associated with the harmful little armful, Fats Waller, who undoubtedly managed to squeeze even more humor out of the song than the songwriters Fred Fisher and Ada Benson anticipated. The song became associated with Waller, who ad-libbed his own lyrics, including his catchphrase, "You know, your pedal extremities really are obnoxious. One never knows, do one?" Here's Fats with Your Feet's Too Big from 1939. Hope you enjoy this one from Mr. Fats Waller, and we really do appreciate you listening today. If you'd like to hear this show again or any of the other past shows, go to our Facebook page at WYAR Heritage Radio, or just search online using the hashtag ThemeStreetWYAR. And join us next Monday at 7 a.m. for the next episode of Theme Street. What's the word on the street gonna be? Tune in and find out right here on WYAR 88.3 FM. Until next time, I'm Kent, and the word on the street today has been big.
Who's that walking around here? Mercy. Sounds like baby patter. Baby elephant patter, that's what I calls it. Say, up in Harlem, at a table for two, there were 4 of us, me, your big feet, and you. From your ankle up, I'll say you sure are sweet. From there down, there's just too much feet. Yes, your feet's too big. Don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Can't use you 'cause your feet's too big. I really hate you 'cause your feet's too big. Yeah. Where'd you get 'em? Your girl, she likes you. She thinks you're nice. Got what it takes to be in paradise. She said she likes your face. She likes your rig. Man, oh man, them things are too big. Oh, your feet's too big. Don't want you 'cause your feet's too big. Mad at you 'cause your feet's too big. I hate you 'cause your feet's too big. My goodness, gun to gun boots. Shift. All your pedal extremities are colossal. To me, you look just like a fossil. You got me walking, talking, and squawking, 'cause your feet too big, yeah. Come on and walk that thing. Oh, I never heard of such walking. Mercy. Well, your pedal extremities really are obnoxious. One never knows, do one?